And finally, we have Nintendo Direct.
Yes. Not a pretentious press conference.
No. And I do think that if you just have games to show off, which is what E3 should be about, just do this.
Right.
You know, we should get away from the whole live events because they're full of cringe and yeah.
What's the point? Cringe like the Trials Rising guy. Right.
Yeah. And President of Finland. So the first game they showed off was something new.
It was
called
Pacific Rim 3.
No, but it might as well be. Daemon Ex Machina. So here's the deal.
Isn't Ex Machina a thing already?
Yeah. Okay. Deus Ex Machina.
Okay, and so is there anything else? Just.
It's not related.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's totally different. For one, they just use the letter X, whereas Deus Ex Machina says EX to say X.
Okay.
So there's that. This is a mech style game which has been missing from the gaming landscape for a while, unless you just play Gundam games. Nothing wrong with Gundam games, but sometimes you just want something else.
Yeah, it did look like Gundam to me. I was like,
yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
It's a giant mecha game, which I'm glad. Like, we need to see more of those.
The art style looks cool.
Yeah, it's cel shaded.
Yeah,
I love cel shaded mecha games.
Yeah,
like there's just something about them that, and it looks like it's not just cel shaded, but like they move at a frame rate which looks like an anime.
Yeah.
Next up that they talked about was, again, weird that they're doing DLC announcements during E3 for games which are already on the market, but
yeah, that is kind of weird.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is getting DLC called Torna the Golden Country, which I guess is a whole new area of the game that's getting added. So kind of cool. I have Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I haven't played much of it yet, so maybe I'll get that when I start actually playing it. Reggie Fils-Aimé talked a bit about Pokemon Let's Go.
Let's Go, not Go.
And
Let's Go. Way cooler, way different.
So we didn't really talk. We weren't doing podcasts when they announced Pokemon Let's Go, so I kind of want to talk about that now. When this first came out, I thought that it was going to be a straight-up remake of Pokemon Yellow, because you've got Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, and which version you choose picks your starter Pokemon, and also, some Pokemon will appear in that version, but on the other version.
Are these games out yet?
No, they're coming out in
November,
September.
Right? Oh, okay.
I think September. And I thought that it was going to be a straight remake, but it's not. They've they've implemented Pokemon Let's Go things to the game. Have you ever played Pokemon Let's Go?
You mean Go?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Have you ever played Pokemon Go?
No.
So to catch Pokemon, when you find a Pokemon, you throw a ball.
Oh, well, yeah, I have done that. Like, I haven't played it, but I've seen how it works and stuff.
Yeah, you don't battle it.
Right.
You just throw a ball at it, which is what you do in this game.
Oh, really?
Which I don't like.
What? Well,
yeah. But you still do battling. Because you battle trainers, yeah. But you don't battle wild Pokemon. So I'm kind of wondering, well, how do you level up?
Yeah.
Like, how do you grind? Because there's only so many trainers in the game. So those are questions that I think a lot of people have right now at this point. Because this is not going to be the next core Pokemon game. They're working on that for 2019.
Also, they got a new gimmick. The little
Pokeball that you can, I guess, take your Pokemon with you. Guess how much that is.
Oh no, $30. $50. Are you serious?
$50. But don't worry, it comes with Mew, and it's the only way to get Mew in the game. $50 DLC. Thanks, Nintendo.
Nintendo loves their gimmicks.
Yeah. So I don't think a lot of people are too excited about that, but
I don't know. It looks like a cool idea. Just the game itself, not that part.
Yeah, it does. It looks good on the Switch, too. Next, they announced Super Mario Party. And it looks like they're kind of rebranding it because it was just Mario Party before leading up to this. True. So now it's Super Mario Party.
It's like we're back in the Super Nintendo days.
And you and I are not, we talked about this a little bit off air. We're not really Mario Party enthusiasts.
Who is?
Fans.
If you're out there, email us. Let us know why you like Super Mario, because
a lot of people have been disappointed though in the recent installments for the game.
I don't know. I've never heard someone like talk about like why the new ones are disappointing and what they like about the old ones. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've seen people do that with video games before. Like, plenty of video games that have been gotten worse. But like, I've never heard anyone be like, "Man, those new Super Mario Party games, those new Mario Party games, I just want them to get back to the good old days of Mario Party." Like, I've never heard someone say that. Like,
well,
it's just funny.
They kind of are, and at the same time, they are using the Switch in interesting ways. It looks like...
Yeah, it does look interesting.
Yeah, there was one period where there's a little, like, battle tanks kind of mini game where they shaped the map depending on how they oriented two Switch screens on a table. So, I think that'll be neat. I think that how it will be implemented is it'll be optional, because if you've only got one Switch, obviously you can't play that way. But I don't think if you've only got one Switch that they'll just simply say, well, you can't play this mini game.
Yeah, I noticed once again they're really trying to sell the fact that the Switch isn't just for kids, we promise.
Well, there weren't kids at all showed playing the system. It's all like young millennial adults.
Yeah, and they were playing it while they were camping, which just grossed me out. I was like, are you serious? Is that where we're at? I mean, you know, I like video games as much as the next guy, but I don't go camping to play video games.
Well, that's where they're at. Next, we have Fire Emblem: The Three Houses, which is going to be the next Fire Emblem on Switch.
You got one house, you got two houses, now you got three.
How many houses do you need, huh? Huh? You're one person.
You need
How many you need?
Three houses. And then...
What are you, Bernie Sanders? You need 3 houses?
And then we have... Fortnite.
Oh, Fortnite, which was part of a big leak like 2 weeks before E3.
It was?
Yeah.
I mean, everyone, you can just assume it was going to happen.
But
freaking Fortnite.
Something interesting has happened. So Fortnite, I think that it's either 2 or 4 million downloads in the first 24 hours.
It's on the Switch now?
It's on the Switch. Like, it came out 2 hours after they announced it. So it doesn't play as well as it does on like PC or PS4. It plays at 30 frames per second. Everything else is 60. It's also 720p resolution. And it'll even drop down in resolution if it needs to. So, give and take. It's the Switch.
I mean, it's free, so...
and it's a free game, too. Yeah. People found out that if you played this game on PlayStation 4, you can't use the same account from your PS4 as you do on the Switch.
I mean, that makes sense, but...
It really doesn't, though, because Sony doesn't own the game. So I don't know how they're able to lock people out. Well, so basically, if you've put money into this game, because you can buy cosmetic
it doesn't transfer over to...
It won't transfer over, so you have to use a new account. And a lot of people are really mad at Sony right now for that. And Reggie Fils-Aimé was asked about it at E3. He basically said, we can't tell another company what to do.
Yeah.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Sony. So do the right thing. Like, release Fortnite.
Yeah. All right, this next one, Steven. Dude, I've been so excited about this one.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
I've been pumped. Dude, Overcooked 2.
Right?
Yeah.
Is a restaurant simulator, I guess?
Nah, not really.
It's something. If you enjoyed the first Overcooked, I'm sure you'll like the second one. Next, Killer Queen Black. Which looks like an indie game, but it's actually not. It's like an arcade game.
Oh, that's like the 8-bit one that they showed, right?
Yeah.
That looked pretty cool. It's like multiplayer. And
it looks a lot like Joust.
It kind of reminded me of Shovel Knight, just because, I mean, Shovel Knight has the same look, kind of. Like, with the 8-bit.
I think you're thinking of Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight looks like
Shovel Knight. Hollow Knight?
Yeah.
Well, Shovel Knight, the one where you're the knight with the shovel.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the art style does look like that. But gameplay-wise and name-wise, the next thing that they showed off was Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
Which is...
I never even heard of that.
Some people say it's like a 2D Dark Souls game. Matt's played it. He's played it on PC. But that's coming to Switch.
Ooh, and Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball Fighter Z is... and
you gonna get it?
So,
you're not gonna get it.
No, because I got it on PS4. I'm good with that. Yeah. I don't need to have a portable...
Well, that looks worse.
Well, it looks like... I've seen gameplay. It looks to be about the same. So, I just don't think it's a very demanding game because it's cel-shaded graphics.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, it was really weird that they didn't make a big deal of this, but it was just part of a montage of a bunch of games that they
it's
showed.
just a port.
It is, but still, I mean, it's a really popular game in the fighting community. You shouldn't gloss over it. You know, give it some time.
Yeah. And finally,
we come to the ultimate game in the lineup, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And I'm so glad that I watched this at home by myself. My wife had taken our son out to run some errands because I was loud during this. Okay, I was whooping and hollering, and all kinds of sounds were coming out of me. But oh my goodness! So
you should have recorded it. Live reaction, man. Reaction video.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of that, but I didn't. I am really happy about this because what it is, which everyone probably knows by now, I was right. It's okay. I'm not tooting my own horn, but this is basically an enhanced version of the Wii U, which is not bad at all. I'm okay with it. In fact, it's not a port. It's not like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Right.
It's not even like Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, because what they have done and a lot of people are saying, "Oh, it's just a port of the Wii U." No, it's not. So every Smash game has been built from nothing, from the ground up to the game that you get. Mm-hmm. That was the case for the first one, for Melee, for Brawl. That's why it took I don't know how they made Melee in an 18-month cycle, but they did. Brawl took a long time. There was 7 years in between Melee and Brawl. Then the Wii U and 3DS took 6 years to develop. It's only been 4 years. Also, they have released DLC for Wii U and 3DS, so they've been working on those versions still, I think, up until 2015. Like, just a couple of years ago, 2.5 years ago was the last DLC we got. So it's not like they haven't been working on the past games. So what they've done with this is they have started with the Wii U being like, okay, we'll start with the Wii U version and go from there, instead of just building it from the ground up, because it would be at least another 2 years until you saw a fresh from the ground up Smash game, and they don't need to do that. Just keep using the same engine, keep assets the same, that way you're not building everything fresh. I'm sorry, I have no problems with this. I don't understand people that are having an issue with this. It's just a port.
No, it's not, because you have all the characters.
That's the big thing. Every character who's ever been in a Smash Brothers game is here. Like, that's what it should be called, Super Smash Brothers. Everyone is here.
Yeah, well, that's what it said a lot. Yeah. I want to see what the screen looks like when you have everyone unlocked. And they also said that they had like an interesting story for like unlocking all the characters. Well,
yeah, they're going to start you off with the original Smash Brothers roster, which is 12 characters. And then they have streamlined the way that you unlock them, so it won't take so long to unlock them. So you're going to have a smaller roster, but you're going to unlock it, probably same length of time, but you're always going to be unlocking characters. So I like that. They showed off a lot of returning stages, remastered stages from the 3DS version, which is good. They didn't show all of them. Like, I definitely want, I think it's a Gerudo Bridge.
Oh, yeah.
They need to have that.
If they have all the characters, they should have all the stages.
Yes. Like,
hope they do.
Keep that there. Like, and it's not. It is all characters. It's all characters, whether they were just in one Smash game, like Snake is back,
or Pichu,
Ice Climbers, Pichu, Young Link.
Yeah. What was he in? Melee?
Young Link was in Melee.
Yeah. Now you can have Young Link and Ganon fight.
There's 3 Links in the game.
Yeah.
There's Toon Link, and then Link is now the Breath of the Wild version of Link. But we knew that because they showed that in the trailer. Oh gosh. It looks like, so my main criticisms for the Wii U and the 3DS version were there weren't enough good new stages. And it looks like they're fixing that. They're going to and they didn't have enough stages, period, I feel. I want to see all the stages if they can do it. At least have all the 3DS stages in there. And I would also really like a storyline or a story mode, an adventure mode. like Subspace Emissary from Brawl, which was one of my favorite parts of the
like
game.
the hand thing.
Master
The
Hand. Don't just make a classic thing where there's really no story to it and you just fight through to Master Hand. But man, I'm looking forward to this. We don't have that long to wait. It comes out December. Yeah. All the DLC characters are back. You have and they also announced, we knew that the Inkling was going to be a character because they announced that again during a Nintendo Direct a few months ago, and Ridley, which was funny because
they did the reveal trailer for that, and I was like, who?
Ridley is an enemy from Metroid. Okay. It's like a recurring enemy.
I figured based on Samus, but I never. He's not in the first one. Yeah, and that's the only one I played. So
a giant pterodactyl.
Yeah, he looks really big compared to all the other characters.
Yeah, but they did shrink him down.
Okay.
Like, because he's a lot bigger than that. So he looks like he's going to be heavy like Bowser and Donkey Kong, but he'll have like probably Fire Emblem character.
Why him?
Like
that's what I didn't understand.
Because people wanted him.
Really?
Yeah, people wanted him as a DLC character, and they said no, he's too big. Okay, we'll shrink him down. He's in the game. Yeah. So I think they're going to announce more characters. The Breath of the Wild stage looks really good.
Yeah.
And we don't have to wait long for it. And I'm all for if you want to do DLC to add even more characters once the game comes out. That's fine. I'm okay with that. But
because I still want Shovel Knight. I won't be happy until Shovel Knight's in Smash Bros.
Maybe.
And then I'll be happy, and then I can sleep at night.
Yeah, and the Nintendo press conference was mostly Smash, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah, they did it right. They knew that was what people were going to care the most about.
You can use GameCube controllers, which we all knew because the Switch...
that's cool. They made new ones with the the Smash Brothers logo on it.
The Switch got an update a few months ago that allowed you to use GameCube controllers with games. So
they did?
Yeah. And Nintendo was like, "Oh, we didn't know that it was there. They just didn't know that people were going to try to use GameCube controllers." So,
for some reason, people are so obsessed with GameCube controllers. I don't get it.
It is the best way to play Smash. I will say that.